Guys, welcome to the channel. I don't know why we got cut off, but I'm going to get back at it. I'll have to put the name in the description of it because I forgot what it is again. So here we go. We have Louise, 1889 to 1971, and James, 1884 to 1951. And we're just going to get the older ones in here because there's some newer ones. Here we have a Lucy, 1872 to 1960, and a William, 1872 to 1951. Then we have a George. He was a private first class in the U.S. Army in World War II, June the 24th, 1909 to July the 20th, 1987. Then we have Clara, 1904 to 1951, and Edward, 1898 to 1954. Then we have Donald, May the 11th, 1939 to July the 11th, 1958. Then we have Howard, Ohio, I'm not sure, World War I, July the 13th, 1889 to September the 3rd, 1958. Then we have Elmer, World War II, May the 17th, 1915 to May the 8th, 1983. He was in World War II. Here's Josephine, April the 22nd, 1912 to July the 6th, 2010. This is a cool looking stone. Here we have Clement Alfred, April the 18th, 1920 to April the 2nd, 2008. And his wife, May the 3rd, 1931 to May the 13th, 2018. I don't like them years when they start getting up there though. All right. That should have me to right up here. Right here. Deborah, 1950, and it says she's still alive. Pauline, 1926 to 1998. And George, 1924 to 2017. Way. I know we got some older ones right here I'm supposed to be doing. Here we go. Hazel, 1891 to 1977, and William, 1888 to 1965. They're not the real old ones. I mean, it's some of them are. We done that one, I think. Jenny, 1895 to 1980, and Edward, 1885 to 1961. Then we have a daughter, sister, 1962 to 1990. Warren, 1912 to 1973. Lily, 1879 to 1943. And Irvin, 1871 to 1967. And Doctor, July the 2nd, 1912 to December the 5th, 1946. And Natalie, or Nellie, N-E-L-L-I-E, Nellie, 1874 to 1957, and Roland, 1872 to 1960. I told you I get good with names, guys. Here we have Sarah, 1897 to 1930. All right, here we go. Then we have Ivan, 1859 to 1923, and Mother, Anna, 1862 to 1941. Then we have Howard, 1890 to 1983. He was a Mason. And Leah, 1890 to 1975. Then we have Alice, 1895 to 1983. They got some of the old in with the new here. Here's Charles, 1846 to 1928. And Emma, his wife, 1847 to 1934. Then we have Frank. He was a Christian minister, 1873 to 1945. A minister to the end. And here's his wife, Clara, 1875 to 1931. Faithful as a minister's wife. All right. Then we have Ethel, May the 29th, 1921 to February 11th, 2018. wife of Charles H. Wait, or something like that. Then we have Anne, 1912 to 2009, and George, 1907 to 1982. Then we have Anna, 1882 to 1940, and John, 1880 to 1955. That's a good-looking stone. That is a real good-looking stone. All right. I don't know what happened to the other video either. I don't know why it cut off, but anyways, we got another one going. Here's Jesse, 1882 to 1960, and Minnie, 1887 to 1983. Then we have Harold, 1912 to 1922. Then we have Homer. He was a captain in the U.S. Korea War, October the 19th, 1932 to October the 15th, 2003. Then we have, I'm not sure on the name, but 1910 to 1977, and Robert, 1902 to 1966. That is a really good looking stone too. Then we have Terrence, 1940 to 1943. And then we have just a plaque on somebody, but you can't see no name on it. But there it is. All right, here we go. Then we have Erwin, or whatever. I'm not sure. 1895 to 1975. Clara, 1897 to 1920, and Reuben, 1893 to 1948, and Catherine, 1918 to 1999. 1859 to 1930, and Alexander, 1856 to 1918. Next one here is going to be a Civil War. It's going to be Henry, 1845 to 1926, and Jane, 1854 to 1918. Then we have John, born April the 12th, 1834, died September the 30th, 1908. Mary, born April the 15th, 1841, died March 25th, 1922. Blessed are they who die in the Lord. All right. Then we have Peter, 1890 to 1962. It is I, be not afraid. And then this is Hannah, 1892 to 1972. The Lord is my shepherd. Here we have Gordon, 1915 to 1950. And we're going to skip that one. We have Sadie, 1881 to 1968, and Robert, 1879 to 1963. Then we have Gladys, 1903 to 1996, and Vivian, I think. Vivian? 1898 to 1977. No man can choose how he will die, but each man can choose how he will live. I like that. That's a good saying. Then we have a Rogers, Mary Rogers, 1901 to 1987, and Samuel Rogers, 1900 to 1969. Then we have Ralph, 1919 to 2005, and iPad, 1922 to 2015. And up here, someone made a cross and put that up there. Love it. And he was a veteran, Civil War. I mean, not Civil War, World War II. Sorry. Yetta, 1896 to 1973. Mother in loving memory. All right, here we go. We have Nellie, 1874 to 1928, and Chaz, 1867 to 1938. We have Clarence, 1882 to 1930. We have one missing right here. So we go up to this one. I'm not sure on the name, 1897 to 1962, and C, 1891 to 1946. Then we have Amy Morton, 1860 to 1941, and Marcus, 1859 to 1913. Then we have Amy, 1889 to 1978. We have Arthur, 1897 to 1981. And Jenny, 1894 to 1992. And Mimi Chapman, 1885 to 1979. Then we have Florence Kelly, 1856 to 1916, and David Kelly, 1860 to 1908. Then we have Emery, 1855 to 1933, Catherine Baker, his wife, 1859 to 19, still alive, and Letta May, 1866 to 1911. And I'm not sure on them names, guys. That's just what I see it as. Here we have Leah, 1886 to 1911. This just says Dolly. And I don't see no date or nothing on that one. Maybe it's on another stone. All right, and that's gonna be like this one. It's probably gonna be, no, it ain't there either. I don't know, that's just gonna be a main stone, guys. All right. Then we have Lillian, 1901 to 1917. And D. Frank, 1876 to 1945. Then we have Florence, 1883 to 1947. We have Robert, 1914 to 1964. And we have Francis, 1849 to 1920. Then we have Della, I think, 1876 to 1956, and Charles, 1871 to 1932. I wonder what these are. Oh, they're markers for the cemetery. Okay. You put them down, it's got a number on it, and that's where they tell us who's buried where. But I don't know what they're out of the ground for, but here they are. Here we have Willis. Looks like 1852 to he's still alive. And Maria's wife, 1852, and says she's still alive. Unless they chose not to be buried here. There's their stone. All right. Then we have 1831 to 1914. And his wife, 1834 to 1921. And then we have Elmer, 1881 to 1969, and Ruth, 1897 to 1986. All right, that takes care of all that. Then we have Bessie, 1883 to 1963, and Allison, 1884 to 1981. We have Hazel, 1887 to 1911. Then we have Ivan Parker, 1833 to 1912, and Sarah Sherman, his wife, 1836 to 1912. All right, that should take me to right here. Then we have Elsie, wife of Elmer, 1886 to 1914, and Hazel, 1910 to 1914. Then we have Alonzo, 1876 to 1949, and Ressa, or something like that, 1880 to 1956. I bet y'all get a laugh out of me messing up the names bad, because I butcher them bad. This is 1905 to 1991, but like I said, I'm not good at names. That's why I say that's what I take it as. I can't tell nothing on this one. There it is, guys. All right, here we go. It looks like Eveline, 1849 to 1920, and excuse me, I'm not sure on that one. I can't tell what that is. Anyways, it's 1845, it looks like to me, to 1929. All right, a couple more little rows and we're done. And it looks like Willer, 1859 to 1938, and Eva, 1862 to 1939, and Wendell, 1888 to 1924 on this one. Then we have, I want to say, I'm not sure on that name. His wife, that's what I'm going to say. 1863 to 1923. And then Anton, 1858 to 1933. That's a good looking stone too. I really like this next one. I mean, it's about 4 more down. Here's Nora Perkins, 1872 to 1948. And Thomas Perkins, 1861 to 1932. Ida Buchanan, maybe? I'm not sure. 1911 to 1993. And love and memory. Then we have Keith Townsend, December 29th, 1930. This stone I was talking about. Just not a good looking stone, guys. It's gotta be William, 1841 to 1913. And Mary, his wife, 1848 to 1919. That's a good looking stone there. I like that one. Here we go to William, 1869 to 1949. All right, then here we go. Then we have, it says Mother, 1850 to 1915. We have Henry, 1880 to 1951. Albert, 1882 to 1960. And Anna, 1876 to 1942. All right. And we have Ella, 1874 to 1928 or 9. We have Dorothy, 1895 to 1981. Earl, 1881 to 1947. Ada, 1875 to 1968. Mark, 1865 to 1940. Then we have Vernie, 1878 to 1949, and Clarence, 1879 to 1936. And I do apologize about the noise and the wind and the shaking. I'm not going to do about none of them. But here we go. Evelyn, 1909 to 1978, and Lyle, 1906 to 1974, and Raymond, age 6 months. All right. Here we have Charles. He was in the Army, November the 18th, 1937 to November the 12th, 1987. November the 1937 to 87. Then we have Dorothy, 1906 to 1988, and her husband, 1912 to 1989. I want to say Blanche, I'm not sure, 1861 to 1950, and Alfred, 1863 to 1948. Then we have George, 1889 to 1963. Then we have Clyde, 1916 to 2005, and Edna, 1918 to 2013. Then we have Ruby, 1890 to 1971, and Randolph, 1889 to 1941. And here's going to be our last one. And it's going to be Elizabeth, 1857 to 1936, and Adam, 1854 to 1924. All right, guys, I'm going to end this one. I appreciate you coming in and watching, taking the time out of your day to watch. All these others right here are in the other videos. And this is the cemetery right here, Bennett Corners Cemetery, and it was established in 1833. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching, and peace. I'm out of here.